So this is the final part of the story. The story is called Unprepared. The character finds herself in her own apartment, suffering from a blow to her head. She cannot remember what happened and cannot see for some reason, maybe because of the blow. There are no people in her building. The city feels abandoned, so she leaves her apartment in search for food and water and other people. And that's where the story picks up today. I finally raised myself from the cold concrete steps with an effort. My left leg still hurts, but not as much after I cleaned it and bandaged it, awkwardly. It's awfully quiet. There is a light hissing noise in the distance, but this is it. Suddenly, I hear a rustle to my left. "Hello?" I say tentatively, turning towards the source of the sound. The rustle ceases. "Hello," I say louder, not knowing what to think. I realize how helpless I am, with nothing to protect myself except a plastic mop handle.
A stray animal? A cat or a raccoon, maybe? They found a cougar roaming the streets the same day they rescued you.
I can't tell you what it was. All I know is it was there and gone. I pulled myself together and started my audacious trip, cautiously lifting my feet to avoid obstacles and stepping down and up the curb.
So did you find the grocery?
I turn left at Denman. I need to keep on walking, crawling, for one more block and then cross the street. But when I reach the intersection, I find something terrifying. There is no pavement where the road used to be. I try to gauge the size of this unexpected pothole, but my cane finds no purchase. All I detect is a void where I was going to put my foot just a moment ago. The hissing pipe is closer, and my nostrils are assaulted by a stench coming out of the pothole. Sewage, probably. I'm also becoming aware of other smells. Seaweed, fish, and the vague note of decay whiffed from the direction of English Bay. I think I vomited then, into that same hole in the pavement I couldn't see.
Indeed. There was a large crack at the crossing of Denman and Comox, and the rotting smell you felt. They uncovered the remnants of a driver whose car fell through at the time.
Well, I'm glad I couldn't see that.
Did you give up then?
The feeling of moisture on my skin cools me off, and I feel like I'm done throwing up. For a while at least. It is raining. It is also getting dark, and I decide to head back. When I turn, I slip and whirl around, trying to keep my balance, and to stay away from that void with something rotting inside. I panic, and then I'm lost. I thought the crack was supposed to be on my right, but there is another one to the side. I'm not sure where home is anymore. I calm myself down and finally hear something new. Waves crashing against the shore.
By this point, did you understand there had been an earthquake?
I did. I also realized I should not have been walking in that direction to start with. There had probably been a tsunami too.
Yes, you are right, indeed. There was a tsunami, with the waves up to 2 meters high. But the water should have receded by then.
I finally managed to get myself oriented and start walking away from the ocean. At least that's what I think. Until I bump into something huge, cold to the touch. All this time, that terrible odor. The thing is sleek with rain and something gooey, and it seems to stretch horizontally for over 3 meters. At this time, I'm horrified. I think it is a corpse, but whose? And as I try to navigate my way around it, my fingers slip into a cavity. There is a sudden rush of air, and something small and velvety rushes past my cheek. My other hand grabs the edge of the cavity, and I can feel teeth under my fingers, half numb with cold. And then I get it. And I cannot stop myself from laughing, cold and rain and all.
You're probably suffering from exhaustion then. It's the way our brains cope.
You don't understand. It was hilarious, really.
What was?
It was one of those Chinese.
No.
Yes, one of those crazy Chinese sculptors.
Oh my God, the laughing Chinese guys, you mean?
Uh-huh. Amazing laughter, I think it's called.
I am glad you were able to keep your sense of humor, Nikki. Our time is almost up, though. Is there something else you'd like to share with our listeners?
There's nothing much to tell from then on. I finally knew exactly where I was, and I found my way back. It wasn't easy, but I made it and crawled into bed exhausted. They found me the next day.